Hey guys, welcome to the review 6 months later of this monitor right here. This is the 34-inch 144Hz ultra-wide monitor that has 1 millisecond of the response time. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. This monitor is codenamed the 34GL750, and I believe it's a great monitor. Let's get started. First, let's see what it actually looks like when I hide my cursor. It looks great. I know it looks great. So in this video, we will be discussing what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and how my opinion have changed, and even if it has changed after having it for 6 months. I know a lot of you has left questions about it, and I know a few of you actually bought this monitor because of my recommendation. So first of all, thank you, and I hope you are having as great of an experience with it as I am. Now, something that I really want to stress about this video is that I will not be covering how AAA games work on this monitor. I know it's great and it's perfect for gaming. However, I'm not that big of a gamer. I have played PUBG on it and Minecraft Dungeons, but I don't think frame rate or response time really matters that much. Well, for me at least. I know PUBG is quite competitive, but I'm horrible, and I don't even have a gaming mouse. So you guys just have to bear in mind that what I'm about to say and what I'm saying isn't exactly up to gamer standards, which a lot of you will probably be looking for. Although I'm not saying that you should just leave this video, because I believe I still have a lot to say about this that will be greatly beneficial to if you are looking for a monitor to buy. This monitor features a 144Hz refresh rate, meaning that it's going to refresh its screen 144 times per second. Now, I don't usually set it that way because here is a tiny bit of a problem. It makes this really tiny squeaky sound. It's not squeaky, it's like bzzz. It's probably just electrical interference because I have a lot of electronics here. However, it kind of bugs me, so I set it to 120 Hz, and that works perfectly for me. So I just want you guys to know that the refresh rate might be a problem, and you might have to set it a tiny bit lower, like to 120 Hz, rather than the full 144 Hz. Although, is it a big problem? No, it's not. You can barely hear it unless you listen really carefully. And I believe the sound is coming from the power brick, so you can hide it a tiny bit farther away from your desk, and that also works. Or maybe maybe it won't even happen to you because, like as I said, it might just be electrical interference. I have a lot of electronics here, a lot of cables behind my desk, so that might be the cause of the problem. So I'm not saying it's going to happen, but just if it happens, you know how to fix it. The response time is 1 millisecond, so the screen responds really quickly. This is especially helpful when you play games, which I don't, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. The backlight of it is great. There's basically no bleed. I like to set my monitor sometimes to pure black, and it's great. Like, even if you set it to full brightness, you can barely tell that it's on. So the contrast ratio is great. It's fantastic. And I like to set it to full black because when I'm doing my homework, which is what I mainly do on this monitor, I can move tabs around and it just looks really cool. I hope that makes sense. Right now it's set to 120 Hz, and that's why it's not flickering on the screen. If you set it to the full 144 Hz and record a video with your frame rate set to say 30 or 60, then it's going to look really strange on the video, and it's going to look like it's bugging out. So if you plan on making video with that being your background, then I recommend you setting it to a multiple of 30. I'm actually recording at 24 FPS, but 120 or 60 both work great with that frame rate as well. So I would really recommend it. You can also set the frame rate to something like 30 or 50 or 60 or just a tiny bit under 60. There's a lot of options, and that's with me using a Mac. I'm not sure. You probably have more options, honestly, with Windows, which I know is what most of you use, but you know, I'm an Apple sheep. I use Apple, and no, I don't have any updates on if I'm getting a gaming PC or not. Now let's talk about the resolution of the display. Oh, and look, here's a screensaver. Looks really cool. The resolution, it's only 1080p. This huge monitor that's 34 inches, it's only 1080p, which means that you can easily see the pixels. But to me, it's perfectly great. Again, I mainly use it for productivity, so it's really not a big problem. And especially if you have a GPU, like that's not the best, then you could support like this no problem because it's only 1080p. Unlike the other more expensive 1440 p ultra-wide monitors, or even 4K ultra-wide monitors, they are incredibly GPU intensive, so you would really need some really beefy GPU. Now, my computer, my iMac right here, is capable of supporting something like a 1440p ultra-wide. However, that will significantly show when you try to play some games. Especially 1080p is great for video games. There's just less pixels to support. If you're a gamer who really likes performance, but you don't have that great of a gaming PC, then this will be perfect. Not to mention that this is much cheaper than something that is, what's the term? 1440p or 4K. I don't want to mess it up again. But yeah, there's also much bigger or ultra-wide monitors that refreshes much quicker. Like there's ones that refresh 260 times per second, and that's just crazy. I believe there's barely a difference once you go above like 120 hertz. And again, the more times it has to refresh and the higher resolution it is, the more it's going to depend on your GPU, which can significantly slow down your computer if you don't know what you're doing. So I think this is great for the average person, or if you just want a few ultra-wide monitors on your desk. Hey guys, here's just a few more niche things that I didn't think to talk about in my video, but now thinking back, I think you guys might like to know. So the stand is fantastic. There's height adjustment, swivel, tilt adjustment, and just a lot of customization within the stand. So it's a great stand, although the base is a tiny bit too big in my opinion. But that shouldn't be a problem if you have a big enough desk to fit a 34-inch ultra-wide monitor. Also, it supports HDR10, so awesome, I guess. I do use it to watch movies sometimes, and especially that it's ultra-wide, I can watch some pretty good movies at the 21:9 aspect ratio. Now, the monitor does require some assembly once it arrives, but it's perfect. Like, it's really simple. The instructions are clear, and everything you need to do is set there. So yeah, it's a great monitor overall. The display panel for this monitor is IPS, and it also supports G-Sync. I'm not utilizing it. As you know, I use a Mac, so there's basically no way for me to use it. But yeah, it supports G-Sync if you have NVIDIA support, or you can get a better GPU. Or it also, what was I saying? Yes, it has G-Sync, and okay, I'm really sorry. Let me just look at my script. Okay, apparently I mentioned everything. So this monitor, again, it costs 500 USD or 650 Canadian dollars. I will have an affiliate link in the description down below if you want to pick it up. This is a great monitor, and I would wholly recommend it. And just saying, the affiliate link will not cost you any extra once you get this monitor, if you get it. However, Amazon will give me a small cut of their profit, so it reimburses me, as always. I have turned down a few sponsors because I don't think they're as ethical as I would like, so this will be great help if you guys could buy this monitor. Now, am I saying this is the best monitor you can buy? Probably not. I've only looked around a few days when I got this, and this was the best I saw. However, if you want some better monitors, I can list a few of the same size or much higher refresh rate or something that's comparable to this in the description down below as well that you can check out. If you don't think any of these are as great as I said it was, then please leave a comment and explain why. I can make a follow-up video or just gain more knowledge, because that's what YouTube is for. Everyone can learn new things, and we are always learning, so I would really love if you guys have some different opinion about this or about other monitors. This monitor behind me right now had not had any problems so far. I know a lot of you asked me in the comment section of the original unboxing video if there's any problems with it. Have I experienced any flickering? Has the display panel stopped working all of a sudden or anything? And no, it has not. The color balance for it is also great, I believe. I don't really remember the RGB or the color gamut thing. That's not really my thing, so you can look at the buying page of it on LG's website or going to Amazon. I'm pretty sure it says all of the information there as well. But in my opinion, this is a great monitor with no problems, aside from maybe the bzzz sound from the power brick. But that's about it. I know this isn't a gamer review. I'm not phrasing it as one, and I'm really not trying to pretend like it is, but I just want you to know this is a great monitor that I would wholly recommend. If you're looking for an ultra-wide that's 144Hz, then go for it. If you have any questions or any comment you want to leave, please leave it in the comment section down below. And this is the end of the video. Please subscribe if you enjoyed, and share this video with your friends if you think they might benefit from this. Please click one of the videos on the screen if you don't want to do anything, or maybe just leave a like. I think that works better. Stay tuned for later videos, and I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like or just watch more videos. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.